They call me Juggalo J. I've been down with the clown since 1995.
What was your first experience?
My first time hearing ICP was through my neighbor. He had a CD called The Riddle Box. First rap group I ever heard, and I was in 3rd grade.
How did it make you feel when you heard it?
The look, the way they rapped, the horrorcore aspect of it, I just instantly fell in love. It was something I just needed to grasp on. Not caring what people think about you and just living day to day, just doing what you want to do and not listen to the norm, you know what I mean?
That's Juggalo life.
That's a Juggalo life.
Yeah. Who are some of the biggest names in the Juggalo community? And I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about historically.
Historically, man, I mean, obviously the greats. You got ICP. They started the whole thing. And then along came Twisted. Now they're doing their own thing. They got Magic Ninja, Psychopathics doing their thing. But in the original, when it was at its peak, it was ICP, Twisted, ABK, Blaze, which they came later. Then you had Boondocks, and you had, Axe Murder Boys. That was legit, the time when it was the pinnacle of Psychopathic.
What do you think about some of the OGs like Esham?
Esham, man. Esham, he was arguably the first one to do the clown paint. He did it once for an album cover, and then it gave Violent J the idea to do it. So yeah, Esham. Without Esham, there probably wouldn't be an ICP.
Why is it that the Juggalos are looked at as such a threat to the community and not a resource?
Just like anything else, there's always going to be a couple dirty apples that do crime. That maybe they were a Juggalo. They had the Hatchet Man tattoo and they're doing crime, and so the police see that, start making their own assessments or whatever, and then when they see a group of them, they're probably just chilling, having a barbecue, drinking some Fago, having a good Juggalo time, whatever they're gonna do, having time with the homies. And they get labeled because it's more than a couple people, so they're like, oh, it's a gang. Dude, you can go to the gathering and not be a Juggalo. It's like when you get there, it's like you immediately, once you get past the entrance and all that stuff, and you actually get to the lore, you see the magic, bro. Any artist that's in the Juggalo lore will be at the gathering. Even if they're not usually performing, sometimes they're just there kicking it, because why? You want to be part of that party. They take care of each other. If they see somebody down, they're going to pull them up.
Yeah.
They're going to say, hey, come on, bro, let's go. Or, sister, whatever, We've seen people do some outlandish, crazy shit, but they're being themselves. It's a place where there's no judgment. You can't do that out in the real world.
Nah.
You can't just be yourself. People are too closeted. There are Juggalos who are themselves.
Right.
And they get chastised for it. No bullshit. Free to do whatever you want. Get drunk, get high, have a good time, whatever. Even if you don't drink or do drugs, you can just go to have a good time. But carnival rides, concerts. There are some bands and artists that Psychopathic has booked
that just don't fit.
And that don't fit, and they just get wrecked.
Right. Well,
shit thrown at them, whatever.
Tia Tequila.
Tila Tequila. Didn't even say the word Juggalo right. Was online saying, I'm going to be at the Juggalo gathering, or whatever the hell she was saying. What do you think was going to happen, bro?
Yeah.
You think that you would do your research enough to not get fucked up. And she's not a Juggalette. She was just there for a check. Industry plant. She definitely fits the bill.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like Juggalos are a harsh group or whatever. They can be harsh in the right elements.
Yeah.
Don't come to somebody's house and disrespect their shit.
Right.